Hello and welcome to Eighth Wonder's International Women's Day series in association with the Kent FA and My Club Pro. To celebrate and mark International Women's Day, we are speaking to 8 incredible individuals working in football.
And now we are going to turn our attentions to Bethan Cooper, who is currently at Maidstone Football Club.
Hey Bethan, thanks for joining us on International Women's Day. So the first question that we've got is, what is your current role in football?
So I am the sports therapist for the first team and for the academy at Maidstone United Football Club.
And Bethan, what's the best thing about your role in football?
Helping others, I think you've got to be very kind of empathetic and understanding, and knowing that people come to you when they're not able to do what they want to be doing, which is playing football. So for them, it's being able to help them understand their issues and help get them back out playing football.
Brilliant. And can you tell us about a lesson that working in football has taught you?
I'd say to stand up for yourself. So especially being a female in like a male orientated environment, especially in a men's football club in like the first team, you have to be able to stand up for yourself and hold your own, especially when it comes to kind of potential conflict with players or management, especially when it comes to putting the players first in terms of injuries. And definitely being able to kind of stand up for yourself is the key thing, and you get respect from the players and the management for being able to do that as well, because it does take I think a certain kind of person to be able to really hold your own in a man's world.
Absolutely, and I'm sure there are plenty of challenges, but what's the biggest that you think about working in football?
It's a bit of everything really. Like it's very like pleasing to be a part of at the end of the day, but I think it's kind of the balance of everything. So from a sports therapist point of view, it's not just treating the players, it's the medical notes, it's the ordering of equipment, it's the communication between the players, communication between you and the management, packing everything for a game, making sure that you're there on time, organisation, time management. So it's just being organised, kind of knowing exactly where you stand and what you're going to do, and making sure that you have everything planned for that day and knowing exactly what's going to go ahead, so you're reliable for other people at the end of the day as well.
Absolutely. And what's the best piece of advice you've been given, specifically being a woman working in football?
Stand up for yourself, definitely. Like, you come across situations sometimes where, because you're female, people think that you're weaker, people think that they can talk back to you, people think that they can be disrespectful. Absolutely not the case, because I think a lot of the players potentially have more respect for you at the end of the day, but also they know that you're strong and you're able to hold yourself, and you're not going to take like any rubbish from anyone. And I'm quite happy to argue back if I don't agree with someone in the way that they're talking to me. So definitely being able to hold your own and be strong, then it's the best place to be.
I think that's a really good piece of advice there for sure. And as it is International Women's Day and we're celebrating, if you could give a shout out to someone who's really helped support and nurture you in your career, who would you want to shout out?
My mum would be the main person. My mum has never doubted me, has never thought that I'm not able to do something, has seen me flourish over like the last 4 years of being in football, and I think I've turned into quite a strong and kind of independent woman as such from working in it. So she's always supported me. She's always been on the other end of the phone whenever I've had a bad day or a good day. She's into the football as well, and she likes coming down to try and help out as much as she can as well, even the photography side, and even when we've had all the drama to do with the COVID testing, she's been brilliant. So she's always my go-to for any issues and worries and everything like that. So she's 100% like my inspiration. She's an incredible woman.
She most certainly is. And as you say, when the club reached out and asked for someone to come and help volunteer and help you with the COVID testing, your mum was the first to step up and help get the players through. So Definitely a good shout out there. So, could you describe working in football in 3 words?
Challenging, definitely challenging. I'd say heartwarming, because you get to know people individually, and you get to know their personal life and how they open up to you. But I'd definitely say, like, it feels good as well. I don't know what the last word would be, but it feels like wholesome. Like you help people get back out to what they do. They respect you for what you do and for helping them. And it's just, all in all, it's very good.
It seems like you found a really rewarding career that you enjoy in football, and that's all that anyone could really want, really. And for anyone tuned in who has aspirations to want to work in football, what one piece of advice would you give them?
Go for it. Strive. If you want to get there, nothing can hold you back. So it's one of those things as well that once you're in football, it's easier to move around. So it's all about building great connections and who you know. So everyone deserves the opportunity at the end of the day, and if people want to go for it, then there's absolutely no reason as to why they shouldn't be able to get involved. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise, just because it's, especially like men's football, it is a male orientated environment. Like, I'm the only female in the team. It shouldn't hold anyone back, and just because you're younger or you're female, it doesn't mean that you're weaker or you don't know what you're doing.
I think that's a fantastic note to end on. Beth, thank you so much for giving up your time, and we really, really appreciate it here. Plenty of inspiration to take away, and yeah, good luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Wow, working in a men's football club, she's certainly got some challenges there.
Challenges, but she's absolutely flourishing, and lots of useful advice to take away there for sure. We hope you found our conversation equally as useful. Don't forget, we've got a whole series of these conversations with some incredible women working in football, so do keep your eyes peeled for the others.